All right, I've just solved the microphone issue I'm getting from my Joying 10.1. I'll pull it apart and show you guys, but where the microphone port is in the back of this, so where you plug the external microphone in, it's a metal like connector that the jack sort of plugs into. And the metal surrounding, so the housing of the actual head unit, has a hole, obviously, and then the microphone port just sticks out of it. But the gap around it is minuscule. And I think what was happening is maybe when the head unit would heat up or rattles from the car or whatever it is, it was metal to metal contact there. And it was like terrible. No one could hear me. Everybody complained about it. So I pulled it apart. I took the back cover off. I'll explain it to you guys in a second. And then put a piece of heat shrink over the head port jack. Just heat it up real quick, just shrunk it over. And then put everything back together. Now you can definitely see there's no metal to metal contact. Plug the microphone in. I just called my wife and it's like I'm talking to her on the mobile phone. Not even through Bluetooth or anything, like just a normal proper phone call. I've also upgraded the microphone. So this is just from JCar Audio, just a premium type of external microphone. I think it's designed for use to clip to your shirt, two-way radio or something like that. It's one of those kind of microphones, but it's stereo and it seems to do the job really good. So yeah, I'll pull this apart now. I'll show you what I did at the back. Alright, so this is the back dead unit. So what we're going to do, you're going to unscrew sort of all the perimeter screws. You don't have to unscrew this part, don't have to unscrew that, but all the other screws sort of have to come out. So you can take this back plate off, and then you can see here, there's the microphone right there. Let's try and get the clarity right. But I've just put a bit of heat shrink around it and I've just let it protrude past this metal housing. Let's see if I can get that closer. There we go, it might be a better. So right there, hopefully that focuses. So it's very, you can see like by that, the USB port just there. Like see how the USB is steel and then this sort of cast housing is so close to it. That was the same as that microphone port. So I took the cover off and then just put a bit of heat shrink over the microphone port and just let it shrink down just a little bit of heat, don't go crazy, and then put the cover back on. This way now this metal doesn't touch the jack at all. And just plug that microphone back in and away we go. So just put it all back together now, but so far so good. Problem solved. The clarity's back, and well, the clarity never really was there with this head unit, and all the stuff I could find online just told me new microphone, try and disable the internal microphone, all this stuff that didn't really sound like it was making sense, because I felt like the problem was a connection or a wire or even the actual headphone cable rubbing on plastic while you're driving or something, and it's transferring through the microphone. So I tried to eliminate every aspect, but then when I saw this, I said this has to be the problem. So hopefully that fixes someone else's issue.